Are you also still waiting for your Sorcery Contested Realm Kickstarter product? We all are, and we have an important shipping news update. But while we wait, we could do some activities that will help us when our boxes arrive. So dive into this video together with us and find some activities you could be doing while you're waiting for your Kickstarter boxes.
So the team behind Sorcery Contested Realm just released their update number 50 on the Kickstarter product, and there are bad news. With the exception of Canada, the packing will only commence in June and maybe even first in late June. So we are still going to wait a bit for our Kickstarters. That is of course very unfortunate, and we are all very anxious to get product into our hands. So we're going to guide you to what you're going to be able to do with all that time until you get your product.
So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of the different regions where the sorcery product is being processed at different fulfillment centers. For the US, it looks like late June is the earliest that they will commence packing. So you shouldn't be expecting to get any shipping labels or tracking emails during the first weeks of July. Probably more like mid-July or end of July, because they will begin packing the different Kickstarter pledges in late June, so it will probably take a while to pack and then ship out. Good news, if you are in Canada, you are going to be getting probably this week or the next week your first tracking email from the fulfillment centers. So it looks like Canada will be the first to get the Kickstarter product from Sorcery. This also has some very interesting impact on the market and the secondary market, and we'll just go over that a bit later in the video. So for the Asian region, there is a lot of variance, and also there is no concrete commencement date yet if you're in the Asian region, unfortunately, but they are doing everything they can to get the product out to you. For the land down under and the land of a long white cloud, New Zealand, we are going to see a commencement date of mid-June. They will begin packing and then shipping as soon as possible when all the product has been packed. For our fellow Europeans and members living in the UK, they will commence the packaging around mid-June, and you should also expect mid-June if you are in the rest of the world in all the other places that I haven't mentioned by now, because they will see shipment and packaging out of the UK hub.
So of course there is knitting. No, I'm just kidding. But there is a lot of actual gameplay for Sorcery Contested Realm. You could spend some of that downtime on just getting into the gameplay, looking at all the great decks and getting familiar with how to play the game, so you know just exactly which cards to focus on when your cards actually arrive. We are of course taking the old school route and not getting to know too much, or actually that's just something I say because Sophie is taking the old school route, and I of course am going to be as prepared as possible, so I might actually try to win something. But if you want to be as prepared as I am, go look down the description, as we're going to link to all the great places where you can see deck list and footage of actual gameplay.
Well, unlike other people, I don't need to check it out, because when I get those cards in my hands, I'm sure I'll find the right deck to beat him up anyway. So if you're interested in gameplay, why not also try the digital version? You can go to Tabletop Simulator, and there you can play Sorcery. There is also actually a print and play, so you can print the cards and get a feel for the cards and the gameplay. This is a really good way to figure out what cards would you like to keep for yourself when you open all your boxes and decide what cards you're going to trade and what cards you're going to build decks with.
If you're getting any value out of this video, please let us know in the comment section, and also consider liking and subscribing. And speaking of videos, there is a lot of great content out there of box openings and booster packs openings, and a lot of people covering Sorcery TCG. So if you haven't already, go scour the internet for everything related to sorcery, so you're just maximally prepared. And of course I would recommend you to start with our interview with Eric Olofsson, the creator of Sorcery Contested Realm, and you can watch it right there.
Another really useful way of spending your time is getting your gear ready. What do I mean by gear? I mean your binders, your sleeves, your magnetic little top loaders, all that kind of stuff. So why not buy all the stuff so you're max prepared to get into opening boxes and putting your collection together. You need to find some inner sleeves, some regular sleeves, binders, top loaders, and perhaps magnetic cases to display those really cool and very mysterious curio cards if you get any. Another way to spend your time is getting into the community. There's a lot of cool online communities on Discord and Facebook, but there's also a lot of different local Facebook groups if you take a look at Sorcery's own webpage. There you can find local people that you can buy, sell and trade with, and of course play with later. So why not spend the time building a community so you're ready to play together once you have your cards.
And lastly, while you are building the community, of course you need to get your collection together. So find out how to organize your collection, find out what cards you want. Are you going to get a full collection, or are you going to just get some playsets to build your decks? And if you are a collector, and we are going to try to go for the full set of 403 cards. You of course need to think about how to organize all these cards in a great binder, also leaving room for curio cards, foil cards, sample cards, if you're going to get some of those. So down in the description we have a link for a video made by Hayne from Wizard's Den that has made a great list to organize your Sorcery TCG collection.
So as mentioned previously, I think it's a very interesting thing to see how the secondary market will react when we see Sorcery boxes flooding the market in Canada specifically, especially because if they are getting boxes already, maybe next week or next week again, we will probably see a lot of people who are in it to flip their initial boxes because the prices are very high right now. So will the prices drop? Unlikely, I don't think so, especially not because we only have Canada getting their boxes. But there will be some boxes probably up for grabs and also some single cards. So it will be very interesting to see what you can buy, what will be available, and also how many of the people getting their product in Canada are actually in it to play it and collect it, like the most of us are. It will be very interesting to follow that.
Thank you for watching this video. That means a lot to our channel. If you want to do a little extra helping, you can become a YouTube member on our channel and in that way further support our channel. But leave a like, leave a comment, and if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching.
See you next time.